Welcome back, guys. Alien Sama here with an unboxing video. Today we have a very amazing item. This is another 1/6 scale figure, which, my god, pardon my pronunciation, but I think it might be MEI XUEBENG? Synthetics or Minchillets. That word. Basically that means that. I think that's a German word. And this item today is this little guy down here. It is a deer, or human with a deer head in a German outfit, which is amazing and comes with an absolutely beautiful winter base. This guy was $300 Canadian. Hoo-wee, that is expensive. But 1/6 scale figures are usually expensive because of the extreme detail that go into them, and the fact that pretty much everything they're wearing is real clothing and fibers. So let's get this on package and we'll come back to you. Alrighty, so let's see. Ooh, sparkly. Winter scenes are always so sparkly. And don't mind me if I make grunting noises while doing this video. My back is absolutely shot. I heard it while at work, and it's not so fun right now. Moving is not my favorite thing. Oh wow, that looks beautiful. Beauty. Beauty. Oh, just like that. Fuck, I hate this white shit. It gets everywhere. Ugh. So this is an absolutely amazing piece. Like, holy crap. This is like those little scene or dioramas that you would make by making clay, putting out the fake terrain, putting in the fucking little white thing. Putting out the fake terrain, the fake water, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's see-through. See, the sticks and the rocks are actually in the water, and it's completely smooth. It's probably resin. The tree is absolutely detailed here. Wow. The 2 footprints for the guy to stand on, and then some rocky terrain in the background. So then it's going to go like this. And then the other piece we got here is really cute, actually. There's a little village on it. See, little village. It's got a little village. 5 houses, there's a little trail, and there's even like a stone fencing along with the river that comes down. And then there's 2 pieces of metal here, which I'm assuming there is a magnet. Yep, boom, magnet. And there we go. So it's kind of like this is our foreground and that's our background. He stands here, then there's a river in the background, and then blah 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 comes down, and boom, we're connected to the river because it actually does connect. Boo. Unless there's some really tiny people. So this is our background, then our guy's going to stand on it. 1/6 scale figures are very tall. You definitely need shelf space for these, especially if they come with nice big backgrounds like this. This is probably... I'm not going to say probably because I haven't actually looked at the figure yet, but I'm going to take a guess that this will be the nicest 1/6 scale figure I have. I still haven't opened up my Churchill one for you guys. Well, he has been open for a long time, but I've wanted to show you it. So, yeah, I believe Churchill was my most expensive so far. This guy, though, trumps Churchill by far. So let's show you guys the box of our nice deer soldier. So here's the box. It's pretty big. It can't really fit into the entire frame, at least not with my little small studio that I have right here. The box is very nice. It comes with a few pictures on the back, which we can look at. In the beginning we saw this part, and if we just gaze up, we can see some shots of what this guy's going to look like. We have our base, a head. What's next? It looks like a falcon. I believe it's a falcon or a hawk, which will, depending on what he actually looks like, maybe we'll get it. There's a full uniform with winter, full uniform, cold weather, but not exactly winter, trench coat, other accessories, weapons. Like, there's going to be a lot in this box. It's probably going to be layered with all of his items around him, like every other 1/6 scale figure that I got, and just boom. So let's get this open and check out what's inside. Okay, so right off the bat, just taking the top off, we have these few items. We got a piece of cardboard, which I'm not sure if there's anything in it. And we have this photograph, which actually looks like it was physically signed. If you can see the lighting on the card, that is an actual marker. So someone actually physically signed this card. Wow. I'm assuming it's the artist because it looks like the artist's name that was on the side of the box. That's amazing. That explains why when I ordered this on AmiAmi, I ordered it, and then when it was time to pay for it, I went to go look for the item again, and it was gone, like completely out of AmiAmi's item registry. Like even if you buy stuff off AmiAmi, and oh, it's a poster. Even even if you buy stuff off AmiAmi and you go back to like check out the item again to see when it was released, how much it was, it'll usually show there, and it'll show purchases closed or not available or back order. But this item was completely gone, so maybe this was a limited edition item. That'd be really neat. So yeah, this is a massive, or not a massive poster. No, it's a medium-sized poster, probably 24 by 60, I think. So it's a nice, decent size, but it's basically concept art of the character. I'll probably put some pictures of this at the end of the video, and of course pictures of this figure at the end of the video, because I don't think this video is going to do a lot of justice for it. And the fact that my filming area is still pretty small, it's kind of like, you can't exactly fit everything. So, let's take the first set off. Boom. Okay, so there's a lot to go through, so buckle down, guys. If you don't like long videos, this video is probably not for you. But if you want to see everything that's inside, stay tuned, because there's a lot. So, we're going to go through these quickly. First thing we got is a spade, which unfolds just like an actual one. That's awesome. There's even amazing dirt detail on it. The lighting's a little powerful, but we'll try and get it all. That's amazing. It looks like actual dirt too, and it's kind of textured as well. Beautiful. So a spade. We got binoculars, which are these caps? No. So binoculars, which have a full strap. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, they even adjust. That's wicked. This is what's really cool. That is really nice. Holy shite, guys. Beautiful. Of course, all this is done by an artist. Oh, I wonder if this works. Oh my god, do you see that? But does this come out? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to break it either. That's amazing. Absolutely stunning. And it looks like real wood too, but it's not. Rifle. Oops. Whoop. What do we got here? I think these are just uniform straps. Uniform straps. Pouches, which all of them can open. And you gotta manually attach this stuff to the belt. These figures are just absolutely gorgeous and amazing. I love them to death. The only annoying part about them is having to put them together. Little mittens with the trigger finger. There's two of those, and then a bag, which also closes properly. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll link you guys the other 1/6 scale figures at the end of the video, as I normally do. The other ones I have is a medic and Hitler, so yeah, that'll be fun. A torn and dirty shirt, very textured as well. Has little ropes. Oops, can't see it. Has rope going through the entire shirt. Like I said, the clothing on these things are absolutely gorgeous. Then we have a coat, which, oh my god, the fabric on it is amazing. You can definitely tell why some of these are more expensive. Like my Adolf Hitler one was only $180 something, and the uniform's okay. It's not amazing, but you can definitely tell it's cheaper material. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. The material is fantastic. And of course, for his uniform, he is German, so we have his ranks, or his epaulets, even though these go on the collar, not the shoulders. So there we go. So that's basically the first layer of this container. Oh, and underneath is our guy. Oh, look, his antlers are detached. So we got one antler and two antlers. And the figure itself is right here. It's gonna look like a girl. So before we take a look at the figure himself and put his antlers on, we're just gonna see where the rest of everything else is. So we have two extra hands, which that's kind of funny. His hands are even painted kind of like deer tone, dark brown or a light brown on top with white palms, like the belly of a white-tailed deer. Just like that. And I'm assuming the rest of the stuff is under here. Oh no, there's nothing else. Huh. That's strange. It looked like there was more to him. Unless that what we saw in the back of the box was really mixing and matching everything to make it look like different outfits. Yeah, that's probably what it was. It's amazing how putting different accessories on can completely change the way your clothing looks. So, that was everything in the box. The clothing layer on top, and then the figure itself we're going to look at right now. My god, my back is killing me. Alrighty, so here is our 1/6 scale deer figure. Basically our man synthetic human. Or basically our synthetic human. He is a human that has been modified to look like a deer, which is absolutely amazing. I love this idea. Like, if you guys only knew how much I like this. I love movies with humans that have been spliced or mismatched or even genetically modified to look like animals, other creatures, monsters. It's amazing. Wolfenstein is just, oh my god, Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein has just been my life for so long, and it's inspired me so much in my entire life. I can't even. And then Doom came along as well, around the same time, and that's freaking amazing too. Although, oh no, Doom has a lot of modified humans too. Doom, Wolfenstein, stuff like that, A+. But look at that. The paint job on the head is outstanding. Let's put his antlers on. So here he is with his antlers on. They were extremely easy to put in. The antlers are actually kind of soft, so I'm not too worried about breaking them. They don't bend, but they are pliable, a little bit flexible. They're not a hard plastic, so I'm not afraid if he falls over for whatever reason that his antlers will shatter. He's actually got a nice scar going down the side of his face, which is extremely realistic, and a nice big old vein down his snout. The fur is amazing. Holy crap, guys. Let's see how close we can get. Just like a real deer. How close can we get? So I think that's about as close as we're going to get for now. My camera will be able to take much better shots of his fur. But holy crap. I am so sad I never knew about these things before. Because the lion is in a white... what uniform is it? It's in one of the white Nazi uniforms. I believe we've seen Hermann Göring and Heinrich Himmler in the same type of uniform. Very white. The entire thing's white. A lot of gold and extremely beautiful. But there is a lion. Or a figure from the same brand with a lion head. And it comes with two lion feral babies. So that's kind of odd. But I like the idea. And he also has a baton, which I think is a battalion. Oh god, Actually, no, I don't think it has to do with your position. I believe the baton that they gave you was an award back in World War II. If you type in, what's his name? Erwin Rommel, he's holding one of those, or has one, and the lion's holding the same thing. But, anyways, enough rambling about other things. This guy right here is absolutely gorgeous. I can't get over the details in the head, and the eye is glossy and looks extremely nice. Beautiful. Anatomy is great as well. Kudos to the sculptor. And as well as uniform, which is also extremely beautiful. He has dirt all over him. It's not a clean uniform. The buttons are just like Adolf Hitler's 1/6 scale figure that I have. They are buttoned, which is nice because I really don't like the uniforms where you actually have to physically button these up, like get little tweezers and do the jacket up. That's a pain in the ass. Are these that? No, these pockets are glued shut. You cannot undo them, which I'm okay with because I don't want to put anything in those pockets anyways. His hands are detailed just like the other ones, white underneath, the light deer tone brown on top. Pants extremely detailed, and the boots are 100% fabric. It's probably not real leather, but it's faux, if anything, hopefully. Well, if it was real leather, I would expect this figure to be a lot more expensive, but it is mimicking real leather very well. The foot is fully articulate, and the boot is completely detailed underneath with metal stubs and the metal tip of the boot. It's also showing a little wear and tear and dirt, if you guys can see that, on the bottom, because he's obviously been tracking through a little bit of dirt, but, you know, you're in the military, so you have to keep your boots nice and shiny no matter where you are. Military Logic 101, wink wink, and nod nod, No. Although, he doesn't have a tail. If he did have a deer tail, I would think that would be the cutest damn thing in the whole planet. His pants, oh wow, his pants are extremely detailed. There's buttons everywhere, so these buttons would be for his overalls or suspenders that are in the box. I can put the white shirt underneath this one because you can completely take all of this off and redress it. Underneath is your basic 1/6 scale skeleton. Unless the figure was made to be shown with its shirt off, the underneath will usually be this basic color tone with no details whatsoever. It's just there to help you articulate. This guy is a lot more flexible and complicated underneath than some of the 1/6 scales I have. His arm can rotate up and down, back and forth, has a full shoulder joint, and this right here is absolutely normal to have a complete cut off of the head. Most human heads come down and then completely cut off. In order to get this off smoothly without breaking it, you would either submerge his poor upper body in extremely hot water, if not boiling, or use a hair blow dryer to heat this up. This will expand, you pop it off, and put another head back on. That's usually how 1/6 scale figures work. Inside of his coat is fully detailed, has the inside portion, buttons, or the extra buttons that you usually find inside of your uniforms. Very nice. The details there for the strings that can go on the waist, although we don't have those. Pockets, the pockets I think are sewn shut. I can't really tell. Yeah, the pockets are sewn shut. Pants have Velcro. That usually wouldn't be a thing on actual clothing, but of course they can't mimic everything on this because of how tiny it is. Although I'm sure there are some 1/6 scales that are 100% detailed right down to the zipper. Because I know that you can get, actually no, it's not that I know. I have one of my figures that has your parade or your funeral shoes, your, what are they called? Not your Gore-Tex. I forget what they're called, but you would usually either wear them for very fancy occasions or at your own funeral, you know, in the casket. And the shoes have actual laces and you do them up yourself. 1/6 scale figures are like, I don't know, the model cars of some people's collecting world. Something you don't know if you want to invest your money in, because each of these, they're expensive. My least expensive one is my Adolf Hitler one. That one was $189 USD, so about $220 Canadian, which, ouch. These are beautiful figures. If you have the money to collect these, and if 1/6 scale figures is something you want to get into, I highly recommend it, but please don't break your bank for them. Save up for these. If you know there's pre-orders coming out, get that put aside, save up for it. Have some money ready just in case you see one that you really, really want. Because they'll be between $1,000. That would suck. Although I'm sure there's some out there. They're going to be between $150 to $600 depending on which ones you want. But they're gorgeous. I definitely recommend collecting them if you can, or if you're into these type of things. To each their own, and this is my collection, my wallet, and I'm here to bring you guys nothing but the stuff I love, and 1/6 scale is what I love. So we're going to put him together with his rifle and his trench coat, and we'll be back. So here is the final product, guys. All put together. Of course, I don't have the trench coat and everything on. I'm sorry for the odd lighting because you're not on the tripod right now, and this guy is very tall. The limits to my background is right there, so I need a better spot to film and a bigger white canvas to film on, so I'm not trapped in a tiny little box. And filming off the tripod is very ugly as well, as far as I'm concerned. Focusing is a little more difficult. But here he is. We've got the straps on his rank on his neck, rifle in his hand, binoculars in the other, dressed all the way up and coming down to his boots. Very beautiful. And of course the background. He's not supposed to be standing on his background like we have it so, but this is just the way I want to do it for now. Once he's on the shelf, I'll figure something out. Extremely beautiful. The only thing I have to point out about 1/6 scale figures is when it comes to their straps and everything like that, be extremely careful. Don't force anything or you'll rip it. Yes, these leather looking straps may look like they're pretty good, but they are very, very thin. I've already ripped one already, which is unfortunate, but it was behind this belt, so that's okay. You can't see it at all. And for putting the straps and whatnot on, especially these two guys here and the stuff that's on his back, you really have to know how to put these things on. There's no instruction manual on how to do it, which is unfortunate for new buyers who might buy this and be like, hey, what the hell? What am I supposed to do with all these pieces? You either have to look it up online or just know how these type of articles of clothing connect to each other. And the other unfortunate part about that is some of these articles of clothing and straps don't actually connect the way they do in real life, or if you were to see them in the real world. So keep in mind when buying 1/6 scale figures, especially military ones, you will have to have a little bit of knowledge on how the straps work, on what to do, and how to put things together. I definitely recommend Googling online because these, like I said, don't come with instructions on how to put them together. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is one of my newer prized items that have come in the mail recently. He was pre-ordered months and months ago, but he's finally here, ready to be displayed with the rest of my 1/6 scale figures. And as always, we'll see you guys next time. Alien Sama signing out, and peace out, guys. Bye-bye.